TLC? Welcome to my humble abode. Come in, take a seat. First, take a look at the shoes. Take a look at the shoes. Come on in. So I can tell you why I am America's next great baker. What's up, TLC? My name is Marquita Teller. I'm a 31-year-old African-American self-taught baker from Trenton, New Jersey. Yes, I am a true Jersey girl. You know, Jersey, we don't pump gas, we pump our fist. 609 stand up, exit 7A. I can say that I am a very proud Jersey girl. Basically about me is I'm a fashionista turned baker. I've only been baking now for about 9 months. I actually got started baking on a whim. Last year for my 30th birthday party, a friend of mine was supposed to bake some cupcakes for me, and she actually flaked on me. So I basically just ended up doing it myself, and I basically said, like, if this is something I can do, it's easy, I can do it, I can do it. So everybody at the party basically loved my cupcakes. So from that point on, I started pushing them and selling them off my own personal Facebook page, and everybody loved them. From that point, like around August sometime last year, my brother asked me, he said that his girlfriend wanted a cake from the Cake Boss, but he couldn't afford it. So I was asking him what kind of cake did he want to get her, and he said, you know, she's into fashion, she's like you. So I said, okay, I'll make her a handbag. So I ended up making her a Louis Vuitton handbag. It was my first cake, and I actually can say that I don't mean to pat myself on my own back, but I think I did a very great job at, you know, getting the job done. She loved the cake, her whole family loved the cake, and from that point on, it was just, the rest was all history. I had the pleasure of Miss Jones from Power 99 FM. She actually saw my Facebook fan page, and she actually saw my very first cake that I ever made, the Louis bag, and she contacted me one day when she was at work and said she wanted me to do her cupcakes for her birthday party coming up. It was in October, and she wanted me to make her some Louis Vuitton cupcakes. So I ended up making her the Louis Vuitton cupcakes, and me and her have a great business relationship now. I do stuff for her. I've done stuff for Power 99's, their breakfast with celebrities, and she bigs me up on the radio all the time. So I definitely have to give a shout out to Jonesy and Eddie F from Power 99. So give it up for Jonesy and Eddie F from Power 99 in the morning. Thank you for your support. I'd like to thank everybody that's on my Facebook fan page, everybody that supported me, anybody that's ever brought a cupcake, a cake, anything from me. I just would like to thank y'all all.
How would you describe your personality?
I can actually say that I'm a very feisty individual. Like I said on my application, I would consider myself, if I was a food, I would consider myself a jalapeno pepper, because I'm little, I'm feisty, I'm spicy, I'm packed with a lot of flavor, and I usually bring the unconventional to the conventional, as in jalapeno cornbread. Like, who don't love that? I love jalapeno cornbread with my Tex-Mex, but like, that's the type of flavor that I bring to any situation that I am, whether it's baking, whether it's partying, whether it's just out in life in general.
Why do you consider yourself a Renaissance woman?
I consider myself a Renaissance woman because I wear many hats. I have worn many hats in my life. I'm not only a mother, but I dibble and dabble in catering. I bake. I've attended hair school, so yes, I could lay a weave down. I can do my thing in the hair situation. I actually attended FIT for fashion styling. I like to party, I like to event plan, I like to do a lot of different things. So that's why I consider myself a Renaissance woman. I'm well-rounded. I could do a party for you, cater your party, make you a cake, style you for your party, and do your hair. Like, I'm a total package. I'm like a quadruple threat? You can't get no better than this.
How would your friends and toughest critics describe you?
My friends will say I'm loyal. They'll also say I'm a little crazy. They'll say I'm outgoing, and I'm a real lovable person. My critics will probably say, I don't know what they would say. A lot of people might say I'm stubborn. A lot of people might say I'm extra. I'm a little over the top. But, you know, I mean, that's more for me to love. I'm an extra person. I like to do it big wherever I do it. However I do it, I like to do it big. So It is what it is. You either hate me or you love me.
What's your best and worst quality?
My worst quality is I'm always late, like all the time. So I'm late. I'm a little stubborn. Sometimes I could be considered a spoiled brat, but I like to get my way. But who doesn't like to get their way? I can't say I'm the baby of the family, so I'm used to getting what I want, and I don't have to wait for it because I'm the baby.
Tell us about your background and upbringing. How did that help or hurt the person that you've become today?
I can actually say that I'm a city girl. I can say that my environment, growing up where I've grown up at, has made me the person I am today. And I think that it has actually helped me and made me into a solid, strong woman. I mean, coming from where I'm from, you definitely have to be very strong-minded, very street smart, very how can I say it? Well, to like basically break me down, my upbringing has basically made me a hustler. Like, I've always had a job. I've had a job, probably 2 or 3 jobs all the time. Since I was like 13 years old, I've always had a job. But I'm always a hustler. I'm about getting my money. That's what I'm about. Like, I could sell, like Jay-Z said, I could sell water to a well. That's me. If it's from making Easter baskets, from making chocolate covered strawberries to making cupcake bouquets for Valentine's Day, if it's about getting money, I'm gonna get it. So that's basically me. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler in the heart. That's not something that you can learn. That's something that you're born with. You have to have it in your heart. I'm a straight go-getter.
How do you feel you react to criticism?
Criticism can sometimes be a hard thing. But constructive criticism in the end can only make you a better person. You might not like what a person's going to say about you. It might even hurt your feelings. But in the long run, when you sit back and you think about what they said, if it is constructive, it can only make you a better person. So criticism doesn't really bother me too much because everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
If you've watched any episodes of Next Great Baker, which cast members do you most relate to and why?
I would probably have to say that I relate to Buddy because he's the boss. Like, I'm Trenton's cake boss. Like, I'm trying to be the boss of my own business. And I like Buddy because he likes to do things and take things to the next level. Like, he thinks outside the box. He doesn't just want to create a cake. He wants to create a masterpiece. And that's how I feel that I want to do. I want to go above and beyond. I want to think outside the box. I want to give you something you never saw before with my work. So that's basically why I feel as though I relate to him. He's a boss, I'm a boss, we're all a boss.
Tell us about your food industry experience.
Food industry experience. Well, other than me being a self-taught baker, I also do catering. And if fast food wise, like, I've had plenty of fast food jobs, from baking bagels at Einstein Bagels to working at Roy Rogers. But I really don't have a lot of professional, like, schooling or anything like that. Everything I've learned from home. My dad is an excellent cooker. He did most of the cooking in my house. My mother's also an excellent cooker, and I learned a lot from my grandma. So I have a lot of just good homegrown, I was taught a lot at home, I guess I could say, cooking-wise. So I really don't have a lot of professional experience, but I think that I've come a long way not to have gone to a culinary school and things like that, or pastry school, to, for me to, come as well as far as I did, I should say, in 9 months. I think I'm doing good for no professional training.